He's from Brisbane.
I'd put you even money on it. I never forget a face. Oh, well, must be slipping.
Maybe you're not. Could be worth looking into.
Well, then. I'm hitting the beach at any rate. Might as well make it manly. The beach hitching.
Okay, thanks.
You give us a beer when you get to your place. We'll call it quits.
Sure. Want a glass?
I'm not too stuck up to drink out of a can.
Here.
So, think about yourself, don't you?
Maybe we got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, maybe we did. That business with Angela and Simon, it was Mum's idea. I just went along with it.
Forget it.
Okay.
Have a seat.
Where's your aunt?
She's gone away for a few days.
Oh, Brisbane?
No, Melbourne.
Oh, you got family there too?
No, it's business.
Oh, she a businesswoman, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, what'd she do?
Would you believe I don't know?
Sure I would. You're the trustworthy type.
Excuse me.
Jill, don't worry about breakfast while Fiona's away, Scott. What's the idea?
I thought it'd make things easier for you.
Since when have you ever written me notes? What you really mean is you don't want me around.
I was trying to be helpful.
Thanks for nothing. I'm not dumb, you know.
It's got nothing to do with the other day.
Oh, really?
Really?
Talk about a hypocrite. I was willing to tell lies for you, play the pregnant girlfriend.
It's your hang-up, Jill, not mine.
You know, you should go out with Angela Hamilton. You'd make a really good pair.
See you tomorrow. Why didn't you just shout it out in the street?
What are you talking about?
Wayne Hamilton was in there. He heard you.
So?
So he knows you're not pregnant.
Oh, don't blame me. I was just saying what I thought.
We'll probably go straight home and tell Angela. He's been doing a Let's Be Friends act. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
Oh, look, Scott, I don't want to know. I couldn't care less about you and Miss Snotty Nose. Oh, and if you need anything else to put her off, tell her you live next door to a hooker. That ought to do the trick.
Ah, just the person I wanted to see.
I'm sorry, I can't say the same thing.
Scott's girlfriend, Jill. The one who's supposed to be pregnant? She isn't. I'd say they've been having a good laugh right behind your back.
But why would he lie to me?
Search me. Why do you lie about coming from Brisbane? Okay. He wanted to get rid of you and didn't have the guts to say so. I got it straight from the horse's mouth. Stick with Simon. The other one's a lost cause.
Nice. Oh, and what escorts. Oh, I told you you'd make me feel young again. The mind is willing, but, oh, the body's not so keen.
Time for bed, love. School tomorrow.
Come off it, Mum.
I'll never get you up in the morning otherwise. Didn't you say you had a test?
I'll be okay.
A test is a test. Now, no arguments. Hey, I wouldn't make a bad mum.
Okay. Thanks for a beaut night, Fiona.
Oh, that's my pleasure, love.
Well, anyone for hot milk?
You wouldn't have anything resembling a nightcap?
I'll see what I can rustle up.
Good.
I'll bring yours in.
My nightcap.
Your milk.
Yeah, oh,
night, see you,
good night, Kevin.
Give me a hand, Susan. Sure.
Won't be long. All right. Oh, wonderful family. Oh, you're lucky to be a part of it.
Oh, I know.
I'm so glad I finally got around to meeting them all. It's just a shame that it took something like John's trouble for David to call me.
That's the way it goes.
David thought that John might have been in touch with me. You know, I mean, you always go to your friends when you're in a bind. In a way, I'm sorry you didn't. I might have been able to help. Funny. John's on the run. He needs help. Yet he hasn't gone to any of his friends. You'd think he would.
He probably doesn't want to get them mixed up in it.
Take you, though. You'd help. It's the natural thing to do, isn't it? You help your friends.
Well, that's that then. I guess it's all over bar the I-do's.
I've got a surprise for you. Shane Tunks. You know him, Mum. Well, he's got this villa on Serena. It's an island just off Crete. It's very tiny, very romantic. One taverna and no tourists at all. And I don't think the locals even speak English. Well, he's offered it to us for a honeymoon. What do you think? The two of us, alone, for a whole month.
Sounds wonderful.
I knew you'd go for it.
Oh, I must be off. Here you go. Thank you. Would you see me out, dear? Okay.
Bye, Mum.
See you tonight, Simon. You don't love him, do you? Simon's my son. And if I didn't love him, God help me, the thought of spending a month alone with him would drive me crazy. And if he wasn't so head over heels, he'd realise how you feel himself. Why are you doing it?
Well, the arrangements, everything's organised.
You and Simon are very young. Don't muck up your lives. You get out now. I took you for a sensible girl, you know.
I was mixed up. Someone had just dumped me, and the more I saw of you and Simon, the harder it was to make the break. I didn't want to hurt him. And I was afraid of losing your respect. Honestly. Last night I found out something, that maybe there's a chance with this other guy. I might be kidding myself. I don't know.
I see. Hey, chin up. I'd rather have you as a very good friend than a miserable daughter-in-law. And don't you worry about your mother. I'll ring and break the news. Simon's your job. Don't be too hard on him. He's a funny kid, but I love him.
Mother been giving you a pep talk?
Yeah.
Glad you like the honeymoon idea.
Simon, there's something I've got to say to you. I can't marry you. I'm sorry.
Why?
I don't love you. And I won't change my mind.
Sure. I guess it's for the best, Will. If you... I won't make a fuss.
I really am sorry.
For being truthful.
Thanks for being so understanding.
I'll see you around, Will.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Let's break for lunch.
I'm going to go down the creek for a swim. You want to come?
No, I've got some things to do.
Okay.
There's a towel in the tack room.
Thanks.
Hello? 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 Well, if it isn't the blushing bride.
The wedding's off.
Ah, someone find out you didn't qualify to wear white, did he?
Please don't.
The sudden change of heart wouldn't have anything to do with Scott, would it? Take a look. Lover boy's real name is John Palmer. He's wanted for murder in Melbourne. If you're planning on having any fun, you'd better get your skates on before the police pick him up. Pick him up. Yeah, I understand the Victorian police are looking for a John Palmer in connection with a murder in Melbourne. Yeah, I know where you can find him.
Scott! Scott! Hurry! Get in. The police will be here in a few seconds. What? Looking for John Palmer.
Ow!
Well, we've got to work out where we're heading.
Why run the risk? Helping me?
You didn't kill that man, did you?
No.
Well, that's good enough for me.
I wish other people were that easy to convince.
Maybe I'm biased.
It's all getting out of hand. I dragged Aunt Fiona into it, now you. I don't know why I'm running.
You can't give yourself up.
The cops are getting closer all the time. Might as well save them the trouble.
Oh, don't be so stupid. Look, it's not that bad. Look, Wayne won't dob us in. Daddy'd kill him if he did. So that gives us a start. I mean, the police won't be looking for us in my car.
Okay, what do we do?
Well, we need time. We'll have to find a motel near here somewhere. It's okay. Simon and I have finished, if that's what you're worried about. Well, you can't go back to your aunt's, can you?
Do you mind? Some of us are trying to sleep.
Sorry, miss. Police.
I didn't think you were selling insurance.
Anyone inside?
How would I know?
Fella called Scott Edwards live there.
What of it?
I'd like a chat with him.
Yeah, I know what you guys mean by a chat.
Had a bit to do with the police, eh?
What do you want?
Edwards' real name is John Palmer. Wanted for murder.
Oh, come off it.
Know where he is?
No, I haven't seen him.
You don't want to change your mind about that?
What's with the 3rd degree?
Break the lock, Senior.
Oh, no. I don't. I've got a key.
That's more like it.
You won't find anything.
Well, it's not exactly what you'd call 5-star, but it'll do. Right here and I'll book a double. Oh, come on. You know what they say, every cloud.
Very interesting.
What?
Your horses, you can't rush genius.
Tarot cards. Do you believe this stuff?
Well, 500,000 gypsies can't be wrong. Nora's go next.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, of course it is.
Hey, you haven't finished mine yet.
No, I think we've almost lost the vibrations.
Pity they're not homework vibrations. You've got to make up for that work you missed today.
Now, the 10th card sums up the reading. The Magician. That means originality, imagination. You're going to make your living with your brains.
Oh, I was counting on him supporting me my whole age.
The tarot never lies.
And let's see how you go, Mrs. Todd.
Mr. Homework.
Oh, 5 minutes.
Right. Now, here we go. Touch the cards and concentrate. Good. Now, I'll make this quick. The first card is the present. There you are. What did I tell you? The lovers.
Oh, me? Bill and Susan, I'd say.
Yes, I think Beryl's hit the nail on the head. Bill and Susan, perfect harmony. Unless, of course, the card is upside down.
Then what?
Then you get the reverse meaning. In this instance, like falling into a trap. Oh, poor Susan. Lucky the card was the right way up. Now, let's ask the card something specific. Nora?
Bill?
I beg pardon, dear?
Could you ask about Bill?
Oh, yes. Well, we'll start with childhood. The Chariot. Yes. Trouble. A loss of some sort.
Yes, his father.
Oh, I'm sorry. A long period of upset. Maybe Bill's future will show something a little brighter. Le Pendu? Miss Deal.
Hey, show us.
No.
What was it?
The Hanged Man.
Oh.
Unless, of course, it has a reverse meaning.
Yes.
Let me think. Lack of sacrifice. Like deep down, Bill knows something he should say or do. But he's too scared to make the effort. I think we'll put these cards away. They're not behaving.
If you see her, can you ask her to call home, please? Ta.
I know about John. I was with him helping him get away.
You?
I was afraid he'd handed himself in.
Well, he did. A couple of cops were here when the message came through.
Can I have a seat?
Yes.
Thanks. I was going to ask Fiona what to do.
That makes two of us.
Do you know where she is?
I wish I knew.
Do you mind if I wait with you?
No.
I know the baby thing was just a story. You must like him a lot.
Pretty amazing, you're risking trouble with the police and everything, huh? Oh, look, why don't you go home? There's no use you hanging around here. I'll ring you if anything happens.
Thanks. I'm pretty wrung out.
Come on.
Welcome home.
Well, where's Angela? Mrs. Armstrong phoned me at Woombai. What does Angela think she's up to?
Got something for you. The police are after Scotty boy.
What?
Look, real name Palmer. John Palmer. Killed some guy in Melbourne. I tipped off the boys in blue as soon as I found out. The medal goes there.
You stupid little idiot!
What's your beef? It was only Scott.
All right, I flew off the handle, I'm sorry, but there are problems. Well, for a start, the boy's an employee of this family. Any publicity he gets reflects on us.
Well, you better brace yourself then. The police have got him. And you can't take any credit. He handed himself in.
You mean he did murder somebody?
Oh, of course he didn't. Where's Daddy?
He dropped me off. He's at the Armstrongs.
Oh, what's he sticking his nose in there for?
He's trying to make some sense out of all of this.
Yeah? Well, it's not going to do any good. Mrs. Armstrong is on my side.
What has happened?
Scott is in jail. Would you just forget about Simon and I?
I don't give a damn about Scott Edwards.
Well, I do, and I'm going to help him any way I can.
Oh, what can you possibly do?
I'll talk to Daddy when he gets back. I want him to use the money for the wedding on John's defence.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. He'd never do that.
He will if I ask him.
You're in for a shock, madam.
It'll be fine once he's talked to Mrs. Armstrong. I'll wait upstairs.
It's time for some straight talk. They've picked up John. And we both know it's for something you did. Now, I'm a reasonable woman. I'm giving you a chance to own up. If you're man enough.
What is this, Sunday school?
Or I could call the police and make a formal accusation. I'm not bluffing.
They won't listen to you.
I'll owe you the 10 cents.
You want to make a fool of yourself? Go right ahead.
Homicide squad, please. Good evening. My name is Fiona Thompson. I've come down from Sydney to give you some important information about the Selma murder. Yes. I'll be waiting at number 19, Harris Street, Doveton. Thank you.
They're not going to be very happy with you dragging them out in a wild goose chase.
Not so wild.
I've got an alibi, remember?
I wouldn't count on it. From what I've seen of your mother, she'd last about 10 minutes if they really got to work on her. You think about that while we're waiting. Come in.
Good evening. Detective Murray.
I hope you brought your handcuffs.
You're Fiona Thompson?
Yes.
Your address is 22 Manly Terrace.
Cut the red tape.
22 Manly Terrace, Manly, New South Wales.
That's me.
We've been looking for you following a report from the New South Wales Police earlier this evening. You were charged with obstructing the course of justice for sheltering John Palmer.
But he's innocent. There's your murderer. Ask his mother, you'll get all the proof you want.
You'll be able to make a full statement at the station. I'd like to advise you of your rights.
Rights?
Mrs. Thompson, you're under arrest. Your statement's been typed. Would you read that through carefully, please? Tell me if there's anything you want changed before signing.
There won't be. Have you spoken to Mrs. Todd?
We'll decide on the basis of your signed statement whether an interview is warranted.
Bill Todd is lying through his teeth, and he's forcing his mother to do the same. Oh, have you got a pen?
You realize how serious your implications are.
I wish I could see somebody taking them seriously. Oh, sorry.
You'll be taken back to your cell.
Can I ask a favour?
If it's about the colour scheme...
Under different circumstances, I'd probably laugh. Would you tell Mrs. Palmer where I am?
She knows. It was passed on to her when she was told about her son being transferred to Melbourne on remand.
You're very chirpy.
Well, why shouldn't I be? Daddy's fine about the engagement and he's going to do what I want.
I'll pay the legal fees.
Mm-hmm. If Scott's family needs the help.
John's family.
Okay, John's family. Anyway, that's that problem sorted out.
Quite the little champion of the oppressed, aren't we? Next thing you'll be trying to save the whales.
No. Next on my list is you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't told Daddy about you ripping him off.
Oh, yeah?
First I'll tell him about me, and then I'll tell him about you. I don't care what he thinks, just so long as you get what's coming to you.
Angela? No, just make the inquiry. We don't know anything about his family. They may not need it. Yes. Sure, well, keep me posted, eh? It's all underway.
I love you.
When you get your own way.
Oh, other times too.
I admire what you're doing, love. Standing by a friend, especially under the circumstances.
It's nothing.
I'm proud of you.
Don't be. No, I'm serious. When you and Mother went overseas last year, I had an affair with a married man. No, you don't know him. I broke up his marriage, I guess just for the hell of it. Well, I knew I didn't love him, and I didn't like his wife much either. So I suppose I just wanted to prove I could get him away from her. I dumped him a week after he left her.
Why tell me now?
I wanted to get in before Wayne.
I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry. But that's not all.
What a stupid thing to do.
Well, it wasn't stealing, more like borrowing.
Be honest. Embezzling.
Shouldn't we go in?
Now, let Angela have her say first.
I know how she'll make it sound.
You get your turn.
I kept a record of what I took. I was going to pay it all back when I got my trust fund money. You believe me, don't you?
No.
It's the truth.
I think what you did stinks. But it's your father's own fault. He should have given you your own money ages ago.
You going to say that to him?
Don't be silly. This little battle you have to fight on your own.
Well, it was only luck I caught him out. Remember when Sandra Reed bought Fancy Miss? Well, I overheard Wayne telling you what he got for it, and it was $3,000 less than Sandra paid.
It's my own fault for not taking more interest.
And you were overseas at the time. I guess he felt safe.
Why take so long to tell me?
Well, he knew about me and he threatened me.
This is your way of getting back at him, isn't it? For what he did to John.
I guess so.
Yes, well, I'm ashamed of both of you. Wait! Leave us alone.
Daddy.
Angela. Shut the door.
Look, I can explain.
I just want to know if you did it.
It was more like a loan, though.
If you weren't my son, I'd call the police.
What are you going to do?
Do you want your trust fund? Do you want your trust fund?
Of course I do.
All right. I'll arrange it to have it signed over to you. You can stay on in the house. That's up to you. But as far as I'm concerned, I want nothing more to do with you. Now get out.
I was going to pay it back.
Don't.
Wayne? What happened?
Do you care?
Oh, don't be silly.
Well, he's fired me. He's giving me my trust fund money. And he doesn't care whether I live here anymore or not.
Oh, you must be able to see his side of it. What you did was wrong.
Maybe Angela did me a favour. He's never thought much of me at any rate. Who's complaining? I've got my money.
Oh, Wayne.
Tell her that. Wipe the smile off her face.
I'm not taking sides. What Wayne did was stupid. I'm the first to admit it.
Did he tell you about me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, darling, I don't suffer under the same illusions as your father. I heard the whole story on the grapevine months ago.
Well, how come you didn't say anything?
What's the point? The damage has already been done. And you've never responded very well to my "you've been a naughty girl" talks.
I've really hurt Daddy.
That'll do him good. He stuck you both up on a pedestal. Yours is 10 times higher than your brother's.
Do you think he'll get over it?
Of course he will. And he'll be a little more realistic about you both into the bargain.
Well, maybe I should go and have a talk to him.
No. Give him time to cool down. I'm sure in the long run the damage will be minimal.
Sorry to get you out of a meeting, Graham, but have you done anything about the Palmer boy yet? Good. I want you to forget the whole thing. I've changed my mind.
How is she?
Fast asleep.
Why didn't you tell me that John rang her before the wedding?
It was none of your business. We just didn't want to upset anyone.
You shouldn't have married her, Billy.
Well, what was I supposed to do? Tell her John was right? Look, you saw her this morning. No matter what John says, she'll be on my side. And so will the family, I reckon. As long as you stick by your story.
I'm out on bail. May I come in?
No, you can't. Get out of here.
You can't stop what's going to happen, Bill. John's told the police his story and I've told them mine. It's only a matter of time. I know you love him, Nora, but it's too late.
You get out now or I'll call the police.
He did the murder. I hope you can live with that. I guess that's all I came to say.
Who was that, Bill?
Just a door-to-door person, love. Wouldn't take no for an answer. Go back to sleep. She's bluffing, Mum. There's nothing they can do.
It's not fair. You promised.
It's done now.
Jill's not having his baby. I told you that.
I am not changing my mind. You heard, no doubt?
Well, it doesn't seem fair.
Oh, not you two.
Just because you found out Angela isn't goody two-shoes, there's no need to take it out on John Palmer.
I agreed to help because I thought Angela was doing something unselfish for a change.
Oh, she told you the girl isn't pregnant.
Well, she's lying. I saw Jill at the start a week or so ago and she didn't stop talking about a baby.
What do you think Angela is, some kind of compulsive homewrecker or something?
I don't know what to make of either of them anymore.
I'd like you to reconsider about John Palmer. He may need the help.
I thought you couldn't stand the boy.
I don't actively dislike him. I feel sorry for him.
He's got a family. Let them help.
Oh, Beryl! Oh, that's fantastic news! Oh, no. I'm just having a fit of the giggles. Oh, I don't think that's sunk in yet. I think it'll be quite a while before it does sink in. Yeah, well, I'd better let you go. Look, give John my love and tell him that Kevin and I'll have the red carpet waiting. Oh, will you stop that crying or you'll have me going? Yeah, all right, you do that. Yeah, bye.
Is it John?
He's free. It's all over,
great.
love.
So what?
Oh, wow, if I keep that up, I'm going to keel over.
So what happened? How come they're letting him go?
Well, Bill Todd finally confessed. That's how come.
Bill murdered Mr. Selma.
Yeah.
How could he do that to John? They're supposed to be mates.
He was scared.
That's no excuse.
No, but it is a reason.
Not a very good one. Oh, poor Susie.
Yeah, well, your dad's just gone over to see that she's all right. Anyway, we haven't got time to worry about that because we got 100 things to do. We got to get some food, some champagne.
A red carpet.
No, we haven't got time for that. Come on, isn't that wonderful?
Mr. Sinclair? It's Angela Hamilton speaking, Gordon Hamilton's daughter. Yes, that's right. Oh, I was wondering if you could represent me. Well, no, not actually me. No, it's a friend of mine called John Palmer.
Is Angela here?
Sure. She's in the study. You're a friend of John Palmer's, aren't you?
That's right.
Oh, I've got plenty of money, that's no problem. Hang on a minute. Dad's lawyer.
Oh, don't bother, John's free.
What?
Fiona rang me.
Hello? I'm sorry I bothered you, but I won't be needing your help. Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Goodbye. I just think I'm nuts.
Oh, so what?
Well, tell me the whole story.
Well, that's all I know. Apparently the guy who did it was John's best friend.
Some friend?
Well, it looks like he got an attack of the guilt when John gave himself up, so he confessed.
I can't believe it.
Great news. Sorry about your car, Angie.
You don't have to look so happy about it. Anyway, I'll be able to use the money when I fly down to Melbourne tomorrow.
Impulsive little thing, aren't we?
I'll go down first thing and surprise him.
Yeah, he'll be wrapped.
I hope so. Come upstairs. Talk to me while I pack.
Sure.
Nice meeting you, Jill.
I'll bet they're celebrating in Melbourne tonight.
Yeah. Are you sure you don't mind?
Oh, no. It's a lot easier telling someone you're not pregnant than telling them you are.
I guess so.
A drink?
We can manage. That'll be them now. Won't be a minute.
Okay.
Will you let me get you a drink?
No.
You're being a bit rough, aren't you?
Well, I don't think so.
Well, because I informed on John.
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, look at it from my point of view. I find out some guy I hardly know was wanted for murder. On top of that, he's working for my father under an assumed name. I didn't know he was innocent.
Well, you do now.
Well, that's wonderful. Jill, so you're the one with the good news. Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know my wife, do you? Patricia, this is Jill Taylor, friend of John's.
How do you do?
Hi.
Can Jim and I talk to you? It's sort of personal.
Come through to the study.
What's that about?
No idea.
What did Angela tell you about John?
Well, just that somebody else confessed and he's free. It's good news, isn't it?
I guess so. Almost as good as the news that Angela's going to Melbourne tomorrow to be with him.
What?
Thought that'd grab you.
It was one of those off-the-cuff stories Fiona made up. There was no way we could explain it was alive without getting into all sorts of complicated explanations.
I can imagine.
John didn't want to lie. I guess he just didn't want to hurt Angela by getting her involved in his problems.
I owe you an apology. I should have believed you.
Oh, that's okay. I can't blame you after all the stuff I laid on you. You wouldn't know what to believe, would you?
Well, I've done my good deed for the day. I better go. I'll be late for work.
It's nice seeing you again.
You too.
I'll come with you.
Oh, no, don't. Just ring me from Mel when I want to hear all the dirt. Ta-da.
Just a minute, young lady. What's all this about Melbourne?
I'm going to see
Weren't you
John.
going to say
I've got
goodbye?
sort things out with him. I've
Goodbye.
got to work out
You can
what's
do better
going on
than that.
between them.
Not for you.
Not even if I give you a lift home?
I've got my own car, thanks.
Well, how about if I give you a ring sometime?
If you want to waste your money.
What's 10 cents?
Why don't you just say it? You don't want me going down to Melbourne.
You're old enough to make your own decisions. All I'm asking you to do is to ring John first and find out how he feels about you going down
I
there.
already know his feelings. I just want to surprise him, all right?
All right.
Has she told you about going down to Melbourne?
Oh, good old Wayne.
And about selling her car?
Oh, I've got to hand it to him. He's thorough. He never leaves anything out.
You sold your car?
Oh, I was going to use it to pay John's legal fees. You pulled out of that one, remember?
Quite apart from selling the car, it's absolute madness to go rushing down to Melbourne. Well, if he cared about you, he would have called you as soon as he was released.
I have made up my mind, and there's nothing either of you can do about it.
I was on my way to your place.
Why?
Wanted to give you these.
I wasn't joking, you know. I really don't want to know you.
Of course you do. 7:30 okay by you?
What for?
For dinner, of course. I'll pick you up. Don't be late.
Surprise! Oh, it's good to see you. I bet you didn't expect me to turn up.
No,
Your mum and dad at home?
they had to go out.
Oh.
Oh, never mind. I'll see them next time. Aren't you going to invite me in? Dad said I should have rung, but I thought I'd surprise you. You should see your face.
You shouldn't have come.
Oh, it's no hassle. It's only an hour by plane, and I knew you wouldn't get time off work for a while.
You shouldn't have come because I don't want you here. I don't want to see you.
If it's because of the family thing, the way Mum and Wayne carried on, don't worry about it.
It's got nothing to do with that. I was going to drop you a line to say thank you for the help. But I'm just not interested in you.
But you love me. You know you do.
Can't you take a hint? I don't love you. I never did.
Why'd you hang around so much? Why'd you see so much of me?
Had a good job at the stud. Didn't want to chuck it in. I think you're a pretentious little snob. Go back to Sydney where you belong.
Hello?
It's John Palmer.
Yes?
I saw Angela. I told her to go away. She was pretty upset, but she went. That's it, I suppose.
Where is she now?
On her way home.
John, I know this may sound a little strange, but I am very grateful for what you've done. If circumstances had have been different...
Well.
Well,
Don't have you jumped to any conclusions.
oh, don't worry, I won't.
Did you have a good time? You seem to.
Yes, I did. I haven't been anywhere like that before. It was good and I enjoyed it.
Good.
So, thank you.
No, thank you.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Oh, I get it. You think you can get me with a laid-back approach.
Wouldn't call it laid back.
What would you call it?
How about plan A?
It won't work.
I may as well switch to plan B. Direct action.
What's plan B?
I stay the night.
Get lost.
See you tomorrow.
I was hoping that'd be Angela. I still haven't heard from her.
What do you expect? She's either in Melbourne getting it off with John, in which case she's hardly
There's
likely
no
to ring.
need to be crude.
Or she's been given the brush off, and I can't see her ringing about that either.
You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, and you don't seem to be doing a great deal about your future. I thought you were all fired with enthusiasm to show your father what you're capable of.
No hurry. I'll wait till he gets back from Mumbai.
Where are you going?
Out. To spend some of my hard-earned money.
Wayne.
Oh, don't worry. Only a few dollars.
Hello?
May I speak with John Palmer, please?
He's just gone out. It's Fiona here, Patricia.
Oh. Do you know if he's seen Angela again?
Well, of course he hasn't. He sent her packing like you wanted him to.
It's just that I haven't heard from her for a while, and I'm rather concerned.
Well, it looks like you'll just have to wait, doesn't it?
Thanks for the advice.
Don't mention it.
Kev reckons there's some stamps in here. What was that?
Oh, someone for your mum.
Found him.
I think it's about time I went home.
Why?
There's no reason to stay.
Serious? Who do I talk to?
Your family. Try sorting it out with your dad. You know, I think you two could be good mates if you really worked at it.
I can't talk to him about Angela. Or my mother.
Well, why would you want to? I thought you were going to forget about them.
I'm going to miss you.
Well, we all have to miss people sometimes. And right now, my pot plants are missing me.
Isn't Jill looking after them?
Oh, yeah, sure, but, well, she doesn't talk to them like I do, you know. Really talk.
I'll come and visit you.
I'll kill you if you don't.
threw me out. Satisfied?
Angela, can't we talk about this, please?
Why? You got what you wanted.
I didn't want you to get hurt.
You did your best to break us up. You don't have to pretend you're not glad.
Well, that coffee will keep you awake. I know you think I don't care. I do. I want you to be happy. Sometimes that makes me a bit pushy. We mothers think we always know best. I've made mistakes. I can't change that. I just want you to know I'm there if you need me. Think about it.
I don't know what to do. I still love him.
Oh, darling.
I thought he loved me too. I could feel it. Shows how wrong you can be sometimes.
You'll get over him, I promise. I'll help you. The best thing to do is to keep really busy. We'll talk about it again tomorrow. Don't stay up too late.
Okay.
Oh, I wish Angela would call. She's been out all day.
She'll come home when she feels like it.
10 to 1, that's Cynthia. She's always early.
I'll leave you to it.
Cynthia, lovely to see you, darling. Come and have a drink.
Am I the first to arrive?
Oh, don't worry about it. Let's make the most of it. Got a lot of gossip to catch up on. Oh, you didn't. Oh, we're never going to get through all of this if we don't press on. Come on.
Cynthia's fault. Oh, look who's talking.
Can we get back to the dinner?
Oh, I'm all ears.
Now, I spoke to the director of the charity, and he agreed on $50 a plate. Unless we can get Lady Di to pop along.
Well, forget Di. I'll donate $500 if I'm guaranteed a table for two with charge.
Typical.
I think if we offered him the Governor General, should he want to be jump at the
Oh, come on, girls. Now, I know it's a bore, but if we're going to do it, let's do it properly.
You're hysterical when you get officious, Patricia.
Tina, I'm serious. Not everyone is as fortunate as we are.
I suppose, well, we
Do everything we can.
Love is very strange. It can come and go.
It can happen when you are young or old.
When it comes from nowhere. When it comes, it changes your life. Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we two were once about. Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and